Good morning. I want to share with you today how I make a quick protein-rich breakfast that isn't heavy and full of meat. I'm also going to show you two supplements that I use in my food as food because that matters. Starting with what I'm making for a protein-packed breakfast drink. I call it that because then a person doesn't have unreal expectations. I'm using my weeds, of course. I've got some amaranth, which is a very protein-packed weed. It's got complete protein in it. I've got a wee bit of lamb's quarter, which is a really nice anti-inflammatory and again has a lot of good things. I'm going to put maybe a touch of purslane in. I've got clover flowers for a little sweet. Some mallow, a bit of mallow. Leaves of clover. And chickweed. Chickweed does great, not so great in salad because it's really viney. But it works fine when I'm going to be blending it up in my blender. I think that's all that I've got in here. We'll throw the purslane in too. Stems and all, you don't have to take just the leaves off. Stems and all is good with purslane. The special magic to what goes in the blender in the morning is what sounds good to me. That's it. What sounds good. I'm putting some soaked dates in. Once you soak them, they go in the blender really well. If you just take them out of the package and put them in, I find I end up with chunks. You soak them overnight, and then you get the sweet as well as the moisturizing for your colon that you can get from dates. So they work really well. A lot of my goal with this is as well to moisturize my colon, get some good stuff in to feed that, keep the digestive system going. This is chia seeds, soaked chia seeds. I do them in, half a quart to a quart at a time, and then just keep it in the fridge and use it right out of the jar. Once you soak them, they're softer and they're kind of slimy. You can't see so well. You can see which is fine for what we're doing. It's kind of what we want. That slime or mucilaginous quality is what helps moisturize your colon and condition your stomach and the lining of your intestines so that everything moves on through. I'm going to throw a couple of eggs from our hens in here. So these are not store eggs. I wouldn't do this with store eggs because they are packed in on top of each other, and so their eggs get full of salmonella and E. coli. Not a good situation. I'm using quite a few today because I'm making this for quite a few people. Normally I put 2 in for myself. This is a thing I've started to do to replace milk because milk with the eggs and all the rest of this sits heavy on my stomach. It doesn't get along real well. But I found if I quote-unquote bulletproof it with some butter, it works out just fine. Normally for myself, the dates provide enough sweet in this that it works out. I don't need to add anything more. I'm going to add just a wee bit of maple syrup today because I'm making more than what 5 dates will sweeten. So, just a touch. Okay. I use hot boiling water because these weeds are pretty stiff, and that will help to steam them and cook them just like I would for kale or spinach, especially with thyroid issues. That makes them friendly to the thyroid instead of difficult for it. Now for the good stuff. The supplements. The first supplement I'm adding is spices. This is spiced honey. It's got ginger, turmeric, a little bit of black pepper in it, and then some cinnamon. Good warming spices. Spices are supplements. They help your body interact with your food in ways that helps your body to pull the good nutrition out of it, can help tone your tissues and do other good things, enhance your digestion, and digestion's what it's all about. So the first supplement I'm adding is some spices. The next supplement I use is ashwagandha. I call these supplements because they're just simple additions to the food. They supplement the other stuff and complement it so that my body can use it more efficiently. Ashwagandha is a wonderful nerve tonic. In my world, I'm a colder, dry person. If I'm going to go out of balance, I go towards being airy and light, easily overwhelmed, a little more anxiety maybe, thyroid gets out of whack, adrenals get stressed out. If you're more of an earth-water person, this is another great one because it's more of a warming kind of food. Ashwagandha is a root, so it's very rooting and nourishing from that perspective. It is marvelous at helping your nerves, supporting thyroid, supporting your immune system, supporting brain function and memory, which again, if you're a lighter, airier person, sometimes brain fog is a big part of that. Or if you're a denser person, your brain can get sluggish. Ashwagandha helps to calm the brain without suppressing it. When your brain gets suppressed, as some of the more pharmaceutical kind of mood enhancers can do, the anti-anxiety things can do, they suppress the brain, and then the brain says, oh my, we need more energy, and it'll pump your blood sugar up in an effort to get some quick energy. But we don't need higher blood sugar, right? That messes with the insulin and can mess with your gut health, all sorts of complicating things. Ashwagandha will calm the brain, calm the nerves without suppressing the brain activity. So you get the good benefits for your mood and your brain without getting that bump in the blood sugar. We're back. So, as I was saying, ashwagandha calms the brain, calms the nervous system without creating the conditions where your brain says, we need better blood sugar, we need more quick energy. So it keeps everything in balance as it's calming. This has more of it has a bitter taste, maybe a little astringent or pungent. Can also be a little more sweet or malty. I add this to my smoothies, all the smoothies. Also add it to my hot chocolate, my medicinal hot chocolate, which is medicinal in part because I add. So my medicinal hot chocolate, I add spices and the ashwagandha, and it's really great. Brahmi is the other one that I add in sometimes. I don't use it so much. Brahmi is super great for people that are a little hot-blooded. It's a cooler spice herb supplement, so it's really nice. So, Brahmi, great for protecting your liver, helping pull toxins out of your body. It enhances wound healing, so if you need internal healing, Brahmi is fabulous. Helps to increase memory and intelligence because it helps clear your mind, pulling stuff out of your system again so your brain doesn't have as much gunk in it, as much bad lymph being held. It's getting pulled out and down. Boosts your immune system, strengthens your adrenals. Both of these can improve and deepen sleep, ashwagandha and Brahmi. One last thing about Brahmi that I found fascinating is that 95% of the serotonin, the chemical in your body that when you uptake it makes you feel happier, less depressed and anxious, is produced in your gut. It's manufactured and located there. With both of these, along with the Triphala I mentioned before, in supporting your gut health, you're supporting your mood. Incredibly strong and powerful. And so easy. It's just part of your food. You don't have to go anywhere, ask anyone's permission. You just ingest it and eat it. And it's perfectly safe, no side effects, not addicting, any of that. Brahmi is very, very bitter. So I use just a tiny bit. I'm trying to get about 1/4 teaspoon here to add to our morning smoothie. And that's it. I'm going to blend it up. We've had our supplements in our food. Brahmi is the go-to, I wrote it down, go-to kalu leaf. That's the plant. So it's just dried leaves, ground up, but they're very, very potent, very ancient, used as supplements. Notably, I didn't find the information on these in my Ayurvedic cookbooks that talk about so much health in your cooking. I had to go to supplement kind of people to find the information. So if you can't get hold of them, don't worry about it. If you want to know a little bit of something you can add into your food to enhance it, make it a little more powerful in your body, go for it. That's breakfast, protein-packed, powerful breakfast so that we're ready to go into the day, but super easy. Throw everything in the blender, hit go, and you got it. Have a great and abundant day.